Guess what? It's time to talk about bald, muscular men again. Go to my music channel where I create music, a link below in the description. Birds have breasts, they have very nice breasts. My music channel will also be the pinned comment. It's time for news.
Skip it up and that up.
So our favorite stress tester who sounds like he could do either ASMR or be a character on Star Trek, Jerry Rig Everything, got his hands on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max and came back with a startling discovery. In his video, Be Gentle with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, yikes, I think that's the title of it, he put I'll be generous and say moderate amount of force, which may be an exaggeration, by pushing on the back of the glass of the phone, and it cracked significantly, spectacularly. Ah, God, it was pretty bad. Well, look, that's a one-off. It was a good point. There were some other people talking about quality control issues, and as a matter of fact, I showed that there were issues in the manufacturing process of the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, where there was dust under the camera lens, the titanium, the colors didn't match up, there were screen alignment issues. Some of the phones came with nudes of the birds. That's something I made up. Why would they have nudes of my birds?
You blew it.
And again, it didn't seem like it was widespread, but there were some people in the comments replying to that Twitter post saying, yeah, I had some dust specks on my camera lenses too that were under the glass. Also, some people showed scratches on their screens. So yeah, like, it's not widespread, but people are complaining. Well, to make matters worse, the A17 Pro chip that's in the 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max is a spicy boy. And I'm not talking like, I'm not trying to be a zoomer and be edgy and say that it's fast. It gets hot, really hot, hotter than it should. And there's a reason for that. This comes from phonearena.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. In their reviews of the 15 Pro and Pro Max, they found that Apple's new phones get very warm. Many other users and reviewers have also noticed that their phones heat up easily. As a matter of fact, I was scrolling through my Twitter feed, shockingly, and I saw that YouTuber Erica Griffin was talking about her iPhone 15 Pro Max getting warm. This is what she had to say. My iPhone 15 Pro Max was getting extremely hot doing nothing but sitting under the Notes app. So I wiped the phone with a fresh OS install and did not restore from the backup. That's interesting. You may want to take note of this if your iPhone 15 Pro Max gets very hot. I just added everything one by one. It's doing much better now so far. That fixed other lingering issues too, which is... man, okay, that's something to keep in mind. If my phone does this as well and gets warm, I'll just do a fresh reboot of the operating system on the 15 Pro Max. Well, apparently the reason for the A17 Pro getting so hot is that Apple had to lower the standards for the chip for them to get a bigger yield, which is probably going to bite them in the ass. Let me continue from Phone Arena. The A17 Pro has been manufactured by TSMC using the 3nm process. It's the biggest manufacturing process jump since 2020's 5nm tech, but performance gains aren't particularly impressive, with Apple saying that the CPU is 10% faster and the GPU is 20% faster. Apparently, the A17 is on paper almost identical to the A16 processor from last year, but they improved the performance in the A17 with cache optimizations, clock speed upgrades, and adding an extra GPU core. Well, Vadim Yurev, if I'm saying his name wrong, I do apologize. He's a tech YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. He said this is what he found out about why the A17 is running so hot. This is exactly what happened. TSMC didn't have good enough 3nm chip yields, so they had to lower their efficiency standards to accept more A17 Pro dies, which would otherwise been tossed away into the trash. So Apple lowers the efficiency goal across the board, which led to chips that weren't much more powerful than before. Because of that, Apple pushed the watts as high as they could in order to still show a decent improvement in benchmarks for marketing. Oh, that sounds very Samsung-like of them. However, the high peak power usage is leading to lower battery life than we expected on 3nm. It's also leading to more thermal throttling than we expected. Next year, oh, that's great to hear. The phone is just released, but let's talk about next year. Hold off. Get the iPhone 15 Pro is brand new, hot off the presses. Come get it. But no, wait, don't get it. Get the phone from next year. Next year, the A18 Pro will be built using TSMC's N3E process, which reportedly has much higher yields. So the efficiency goals can be kept very high. We should expect more performance and better battery life. Oh, that just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside if you just got an iPhone 15 Pro Max, right? For now, the new GPU design and unique features like metal effects upscaling and the more efficient mesh shader pipeline/ray tracing will help the A17 Pro be a genuinely good upgrade for many if it doesn't throttle itself to absolute death. I'm hearing in games like Genshin Impact, like after a few minutes, the performance drops like a rock, and that's a free-to-play game. They're going to really try to get like the Resident Evil 4 remake, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Resident Evil Village to run on there natively. I would love to see that if Genshin Impact is bringing the iPhone 15 Pro Max to its knees. But you know what? I got an iPhone 15 Pro Max for these exact reasons. I'll try it out. I won't say it's a full review. I don't have the time for a full review, but we'll try some stuff on it, and I think it's video worthy, and we'll see if all of these terrible rumors are actually true, or if they're as rampant, I should say, as the media is making them out to be. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
A very intelligent brain.